It turns out saving the coral is actually a love story.
We're out here hoping to see some coral spawning, which is a very unique event that happens only a couple nights every year.
Spawning is how coral reproduce. And let's just say, they're really picky.
So on a few nights a year, all the staghorn corals on a reef interpret the cues from the lunar cycle, from the water temperature, and cues from each other to release their eggs and sperm all at once.
Late summer, check. 3 to 5 days after a full moon, check. The ocean is hot, but not too hot, check. And no hurricanes or storms nearby, check. Scientists from the University of Miami say it's all about being in the right place at the right time.
It's kind of like being pregnant, but you don't know which day you're going to give birth. You know, these corals are pregnant, but we don't know exactly what time, that's going to be released.
I was able to jump in and snorkel. Once I got my eyes in the water, I looked on as they dove in to check if the staghorn are ready for the big event. This particular reef of staghorn coral we're visiting was planted by these scientists back in 2019. It's taken 3 years for the finger-sized colonies to reach maturity.
There's really a need to try to put more corals out there, but especially to try to put corals out there that are not just going to die.
Coral spawning is just the first step in a long process to save this ecosystem. After tonight, the reproductive material will be taken back to a lab and fertilized with other strains of coral.
We're just helping them meet each other, basically. A little bit of like speed dating.
Yeah. With the main goal of finding the right parents to produce the next generation that can survive a warmer climate.
So that we're not sort of just shuffling deck chairs on the Titanic, but actually preventing the ship from going down. And that's really what this is all about.
Yeah, making sure that there's big enough doors for Jack and Rose to be on.
Yeah, exactly.
All jokes aside, this is some serious work because the genetic material collected tonight on the dive could turn into some coral that may protect Miami's coastline in the next 10 years.
For those of us who live in Florida, people have realized and in fact put actual dollar numbers on the value that coral reef ecosystems give us in terms of protecting our coastlines from the damaging effects of hurricanes and storm surge.
Coastal reefs help break waves apart and reduce their energy, lowering the impact on the shoreline, protecting billions of dollars of coastal property from erosion and flooding.
These are self-regenerating seawalls. If we put them there and make sure that they're healthy populations, they theoretically should keep growing and keep up with sea level rise. So we don't have to keep going back and making that seawall higher. They'll just grow higher.
Here's to hoping more corals will get busy building.